Cool. All right. Good evening, folks. Good Friday evening for everyone. We're back with the favorite Strike Eagle. So today we're going to be working on one of the missions. If you guys remember last time we did the artillery pot shots, it was a very interesting mission, finding those um, tanks and enemies in the Syrian Golan Heights, Syria map, the Golan Heights. But this time we're going to do a Cyprus invasion. I mean. So let's see what this is. So Syria has done the unthinkable and have just conducted an amphibious assault on the Cyprus. As a Greek pilot with a Strike Eagle squadron, you were just about to depart on a solo training exercise when the attack began. So let's. This is going to be interesting. We gonna do some air to ground work against ships. I'm curious. Let's see how this thing is gonna work. Doesn't sound easy, to be honest, but it all depends on the loadout that we have. All depends of any any air-to-air targets that we need to hit. All right. So allies is US, Cyprus, enemies Russia, Combined Joint Task Forces, JDAMs, Syria, and we're starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. My task says nothing, but obviously there's a task. So we have 2 AMRAAMs and we got only 2 AMRAAMs. That's interesting. A lantern targeting pod, 2 bags. We got 2 laser guided bombs. I think this is what it is, or it's maybe it's 1 laser guided 2,000-pound bomb. We'll see what that is. We got the Mk-82, so the Mark 82 500-pound dumb bombs, 6 of them actually, and 2 sidewinders and a navigational pod. All right, cool. Some allies. We got some Vipers. So 1 Viper here. So the objective is you just got airborne and en route to the beachhead. 1 landing ship has really made it to the beach, and the forces. Oh, okay, so 1 landing. Okay, so they landed on the beach, and the forces are pressing an attack on a small town just inland. Okay, your objective is a 2nd landing craft that got separated from the first. Okay, so just 1 ship, but is now a few miles out and coming quickly, destroyed before it reaches the shore. Okay, got it. Some threats, the manpath, etc. Altimeter 2992, just pretty much standard meteorological conditions. And we got accuratory for the takeoff, departure, and for landing. Got it. Start this mission. This sounds interesting. Let's see what it promises us. It's quite interesting here. Just gonna do a sip of water before we begin. Spawning objects. Let's get this thing going. Some time to load. There we go. Okay, same briefing, right? Nothing has changed, right? Okay, so fly. There we go, all the systems. Do I have a visor? I do have a visor, nice. Strike Eagle, the beach has been overrun. Force falling back, regroup, take that one out. We can't allow 1 to land. Once you dealt with them, attack the one on the beach now. So take that one out, the one that's coming, and then we can allow 1 to land. Okay, so first of all, just take let's program quickly everything. Air to air and teapot on the ground mode. We'll use 2s in air to ground. Nice. And here, let me just get rid of that joystick. We'll do, let's go to the packs page quickly. So we got a Mark 6. Let's do a sit-dip, step, nose and tail. And for the GPUs, we'll just do an auto step, nose and tail. Okay. Program, ornament TSD and 2s. So TSD and 2s on there to ground. Perfect. Master switch on. There you go. Let's just double check everything else. Okay, radar on, INS nav, clear. And countermeasures right there. And it seems to, everything looks good. Alrighty, so let's switch there to ground mode. Let's see, what do we got here? So let's just look at, let's just see what we're looking here at. Go to, let's put the visor on. It's easier for me to look at the TSD map. Now, okay, so waypoint 1 is, let me just quickly take control of the teapot and use expanded mode and increase the contrast. Okay, let's look at waypoint 1. Do we have anything? Anything in the vicinity? So I'm trying to find any boats or something along that waypoint 1. There's definitely no city right here. I'm not seeing any boats either. So we're just patrolling the skies, truly. And we're just looking for some targets, right? So let's see, waypoint 2. Okay, so this is waypoint 2. Let's set our targeting pod at waypoint 2. Okay, I think so not quite sure where the I'm not quite sure. We gotta go just a bit lower here. Here's the Mk-82 just in case. For the C dip. C dip, step, tail. All right. And I'm not quite sure where the you know, where the boats are, truly. Back to number 2. Have I missed it on the first waypoint? Because I'm not seeing anything on the sea. Right? There's nothing there. All right, let's go back to... Let's go back to waypoint 3. So waypoint 3 is that direction. Okay. I haven't seen any boats here. Maybe a few boats there. Let's see. Let's see if that's what we need to be looking at. What kind of livery? Okay, wait, this is the Israeli Air Force. Got it. Again, I'm having an issue with my stream. I'm not really sure why. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm looking for potential targets in the air, and I'm not seeing any ships that possibly could be of any threat to us. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's yeah, I don't see any ships. Let's go back to waypoint 1. I think maybe there is something along waypoint 1, most likely. So let's go to waypoint 1, and if not, we're just going to turn around to one towards waypoint 4. But I do not see anything. Actually, let's go to waypoint 4 quickly. Hold on. Maybe there is something around waypoint 4. Let's see. Oh. Nope. I don't see any ships. So there's definitely nothing there. Yeah, no, we gotta turn around. Okay, here we go. We got something here. Think I might have found something. I just lost it, but I just saw it. I'm not sure where all the ships are. This is very, 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 very weird. I don't see any ships, anything. So, I don't know. There we go. All right. Now I see it. So here's the ship. I got it. There it is. All right. So we're gonna come from the south. That's the ship. That's the ship we want. I guess that's the ship. That's the one. And I actually see, hold on one second. I see another one. Let me confirm that's another ship right there. No, it's not. Okay, that's just a pier. Okay. Let's see. We need to target here. Okay, so here's our target. I need to come from the south. Take some altitude here. Oh, hold on. What's this? Hold on. We got something else here. I'm just not sure if it's friendly. I think my game just crashed. Nope. Okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, did I miss on this one? Let's see. So let me turn around. I should have used the 2,000 pounds. So let me try to get this one again. And if not, I just got to align myself with this one. All right. So here we go. All right. So I'm aligning myself. Here's that dill line and making sure I'm aligned and I pressed the air gun and I know I damaged it. All right. I know I damaged it. I'm gonna turn around for it right now. Nope, it's shooting at me. Yeah, it's damaging me a couple times. It actually hit me. Is it not like dying or something? Like I'm just not quite sure. So I got hit. I can tell that my airplane just keeps on tilting. So let me do the following. Let me change the program to the GBUs. All right. We got automatic lasing. What I'm gonna do is reset my targeting pod, and we're gonna try to target this. Where is she? Where's the ship? There it is. All right. Should have been an auto program. Step, nose and tail. Auto lays. So let me go back at it. I got all these me being hit here. You know what? The F-15 can take it. It's a freaking tank. So let me just make a good circle. And let's go for the attack. Here it is. My airframe is heavily destroyed because my aircraft keeps on tilting. Gonna be on the auto lays. And Tyrrell 9 seconds. I'm just gonna hold the pickle button. And it's lasing. It's lasing. So I hope that and okay, so the ship is destroyed. Nice. Now we can use the Mk-82s. Landing ship is sinking. Great hit. Nice. So let's use sit, dip, and step. And that's his nose. And let's go ahead for these other targets, shall we? So that was a good hit. So there's quite a few. So these guys, see, there they are. So we gotta bomb all of this. So let's come from the south. My airplane keeps on tilting because I'm just there's nothing I can do. I got hit. My airframe got hit. Probably one of the ailerons got hit. You can see all the bullets in my on my left inlets. All right, so here's what we're gonna do next. We are going to come from the southern direction. Okay. I'm gonna turn around here. As soon as I start using my elevators to pitch up, it tries to roll me to the left because I got hit, looks like. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pitch down here, try to align with that ship, and okay. Nice, good splash, good splash. A few tanks destroyed, the ship would get destroyed. Good splash. Now we still got a GPU left. So this is out of commission as well. We'll stop this all dead in its track. All right, nice. So we can actually bug out. Looks like it. Nice. I mean, I still have what do we got? I got ornament, GBU, auto, step, nose. What I can do is I can you know, get some more targets, and that's it. Just go for the landing. That was a good hit. Okay, last one to use the laser. So I designated a target, yeah? And now auto acquisition. Hold on one sec. Let me just align myself. Auto acquisition TRL, 3 seconds. Auto acquisition press. Ah, shit, I didn't have enough time. I'm gonna come back for it. One sec. I'm gonna come back for it. We have it designated. That's the most important thing. So let me... Making a small turn here. Here's what we're looking for. I'm gonna pull down on the throttles just to kind of slow down here a little bit. And here's my target. Add acquisition press. So I wanted to laze. And I got TRL 8 seconds. I'm just aligning my dill with the pipper, and I'm gonna be holding the pickle here, just holding the pickle, and that's it. And now it's lasing, so you can see how you can see it saying laze. Okay, so it's like kind of blinking. The L is blinking. Let's see how impact 5 seconds. It's auto lasing on that target. All right, boom, direct hit right there. That's how you auto laze with the JDAMs, and we can bug out an RTB. So, and to my memory, our base is right there. So we're gonna turn back and go for the landing with that tank of ours, Strike Eagle. Something is just not right with my colors. Hold on 1 second. I gotta work on this. Take off the visor for a second. All right, where is our let's turn on the TACAN. Let's look at the HSI and airports. That's weird. It's like it shows me the airport is right behind me, but it's not. So can we, if we do base, what if I do just shift B? It's going to take me to base. It will take me to base. Nice. And I gotta go where? Where's my base? It's right in front of me. Hold on. I gotta slow down here. The base is actually somewhere here. There it is. It's right in front of me. There's the base. So let's do a flyover that base. Just to understand where the airport is. Because I don't see it. I do not see the airport. Look at the F-10 map quickly. Where am I? Where am I? There I am. Yeah, no, that's not what I was looking for. So I need Akritory Airport. This is Larnaca. This is Akritory. It's actually all the way in the end. So we're flying completely on the wrong direction. So we should be going towards waypoint 4. There we go. That's where we need to go. So master switch on the safe. Turn on the position and the collision lights. Anything else that we need, we can turn off the tripod. We actually do not need that. We can stow the laser, and we can stow the countermeasures. We do not need them. We'll just put it on standby. Keep the RWR and the weapon warning system, warfare warning system, EWWS. I think I pronounced it right. And ICS standby as well. All right. Okay. The teapot is still on. We're just not using the laser, if that makes sense, right? So the laser is on standby. How are we doing on fuel? We still got 6,200 pounds of fuel. Just bingo it at about 2,000, about 3.5 actually, 3. Nice. Preparing for the. Let's prepare for the landing and approach. Everything's safe and stowed on everything on the safe mode. Looks good. Can turn off the flare here. We do not need that. Pull that visor. Oh, it's so bright. Hold on, I gotta work on the bloom, I think. I think this is good enough. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, I don't have an elevator. Guess what? Look at that. I don't have a freaking elevator. That's why, man, this airplane is just so solid. It's insane. It's so solid. Look at all the hits that I had to take. Crazy. Actually crazy. Actually crazy if you think about it. This plane took so many hits. And it's just flying solid. So it's hard to see from here if we have an elevator or not. The most important thing, we got the vertical stabilizers and the wings. So that's the most important thing, just to keep this airplane stable at least, right? All right, so let's look at the teapot. What do we have here? Okay, this is the airport, and this is the runway. Let's find out. ATC, accretory, inbound. Anything? No. Okay. Do we have accretory? Let's see. Do we have any information? So, okay, TACAN channel 107. So that's what we can do. We can set the TACAN at 107. There we go. And we can just select the TACAN and it's going to direct us. So you can see that's how you use the TACAN, right? Just follow the navigational arrow right there. Let's see, what else do we know? Do we have any ATIS information? 125. Okay, let's try to turn on the ATIS information, shall we? 125. Okay. Let's make sure it's AM. There you go. Accretory. Doesn't do anything. All right, accretory tower 130075. 130.17. Oh, not 1075. There we go. Let's call the tower again. Doesn't do much. Hold on. 130.075. It turns it to 074. Okay, let's try the high frequency. 339er 85. 339er.85. Let's call in the tower again. Not doing much, is it? It's not doing much. That's weird. Right, well, I mean, I have the radios, everything turned up, right? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, we are a beam. Did we pass it? I don't think we did, have we? Hold on, did I pass the airport? I did, didn't I? I have. Yeah, it's right behind us, actually. So let's go down here. Let's put the visor on because the bloom from the clouds just is killing me. So I see the airport right behind us. There we go. There we go. So I'm following the TACAN where on a we saw the airport is on a heading of 042 and we got 9.7 miles. You can see that on the HUD. So that right there, 9.2 miles. You can see that circle on the HUD. That's where the airport is. We know that one of the runways is 28. So what we can do is the opposite of 28 is going to be runway 09er, I think, or 010. So we can aim for that. So let's just take a bit of like this. There's the runway. Actually, I can see it. So we're gonna take. I'm tilting to the left because my elevator is just completely down. So we're gonna be on a right base for this. All right. Pull out the visor. There we go. I use a lot on the aileron trim, trimming it to the right, just to stabilize my aircraft. Here it is. Here's the runway. Maybe put some air brakes on because I'm really losing that balance. And as soon as we're gonna be slower on the speed, we're gonna be even more disbalanced because the aircraft is going to be very fragile. Hold on a sec. Here it is, returning final. 250 knots, gear down, and flaps. And I'm gonna have to use some thrust here. I'm gonna keep the airspeed brake on and up. There we go. Okay, so we're almost lined up. There's the runway right in front of us. Okay. And I'm gonna try to keep just about above 200 knots for the safety on the approach speed, and we're gonna try to flare at about 160. Okay, so this is too bright for me. Let me just put my visor down. There you go. I'm using a lot. I think I have full aileron to the right and a lot of trim, pitch trim to keep this airplane going. There we go. It's 210 knots is a good. As soon as you feel like the airplane is stable, that's a good speed for the approach, all right? So here we go. We're pointing right at the threshold. Gonna start bringing the speed down. Okay, 190 and throttle's idle. As soon as I go for the flare, some idle. I'm gonna try to float this airplane a bit. Float it. 160 knots, 160, 150. And I don't know what the hell. Oh, it hit. You know what? It hit my landing gear. That AA hit my landing gear. That's why I crashed. But you know what? That's a good emergency landing right there. I had 3 green. All right, let's just examine what the hell happened there. So I think that the hit one of my landing gears. Look at that. Just look at that. Look what I had to go through. All right. But we made it. And we made it safe to the ground. So the crew is safe. The airplane just needs to do a bit overhauling, but you know, we made it safe. That's the most important thing, right? Alrighty, thank you for watching. We're gonna try the next mission right now. So let's switch to the next mission in a second. Oh, hey, Benson.
How are you doing?
Good, man. I'm streaming and I was... Oh, dude, you gotta watch this. Hold on. Let me share my screen. I did the one of the missions in the F-15E.
Video streaming person.
No, man, not really. I'm just, you know, trying, just having fun with it, truthfully. Don't judge me. All right. But I'm sharing my screen. I did a successful safe landing on the Strike Eagle after taking a lot of hits.
I say, yeah, when you say successful safe landing, how successful?
Look at that.
Okay.
And I don't have an elevator. And they actually hit my under the
it lands
fuselage.
it lands without a wing, yeah?
Yeah, I know that, yeah. So here's it landed without an elevator.